Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 361 degree AG1. So this shoe is going for 120 bucks. I just checked, this colorway is available, and also there's this really cool blue colorway available, but a lot of the sizes are sold out. So if you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave a link in the description box. And also this is Aaron Gordon's signature shoe. And that's dope, he finally has a shoe. But anyways, let's get it started right off with the Tracciones. And the traction is so damn good, but so damn not durable, guys. Right, so they're using this nub pattern, which reminds me a lot of the Kobe 10s. And as you guys know, the Kobe 10 had terrible durability, and it's the exact same here in the AG1, right? So they're using these nubs, and it's pretty much worn all the way down where the ball of my foot is. The durability is terrible, so do not play with this shoe outdoors. But when I was playing on an outdoor court, and also when I tried it here on my wood floors, it had an incredible bite. Very consistent. I didn't have to worry about like slipping out or anything, even on hard movements. So the traction was really solid. Just watch out for durability. Here in the midfoot, we have what we call the quick bone. They're calling it quick bone. It's just a midfoot shank plate. So there's that. And as far as the heel to toe transition goes, it's actually pretty damn smooth, surprisingly, right? So when you look at the shoe, it looks very like bulky, and it looks like there's a lot going on in the shoe, right? Especially with this like cage and all that. But then here in the heel, you have a nice, curved shape. Here in the forefoot, we have a very nice curved shape. Here, look at this, right? And then we have a lot of forefoot flex, so it feels super smooth and very fluid when you're running down the court. Very surprising. I know, it doesn't look like it does, but it does. All right, as far as the cushioning goes, the cushion is one of my favorite parts about this shoe. The cushion feels awesome, right? The one thing I don't like about it though is the court feel isn't the best. You feel pretty high up off the ground. I would say slightly higher than like the PG4 and like the KD13, which of course isn't terrible, but it's not the best. Like for example, the Harden Volume 4 or like the Curry 8 has really good court feel. Personally for me, that's what I like to feel, but that's okay because of what you get from this cushioning setup, right? So they're using a blend of quick foam and what they're calling neo foam, right? So neo foam is this black part, and then quick foam is this like, it looks like styrofoam, so it doesn't look great. It looks kind of cheap, but it feels awesome. So neofoam is supposed to give you good bounce. It's pretty much right underneath your foot, as you guys can see. And then the quick foam is supposed to give you good impact protection. And the underfoot cushioning is super nice. I cannot believe how soft it feels, pretty much right underneath my foot. Of course, the insole has something to do with that. The insole is pretty nice. But I can definitely feel the neo foam, and that feels great. You get a good amount of compression here in the heel as well, even though, like I said, we got this quick balance plate. It's like a lateral plate here caging the cushioning setup and giving you lateral containment, but you can still feel a good amount of compression here in the heel. And like I said, throughout this entire cushioning setup, I can feel the neo foam feel soft, so you get really good impact protection. You get a nice quick bounce here in the heel, and also you get that soft, comfortable underfoot cushion. So this is a really nice cushioning setup. It also doesn't feel like it bottomed out all too much, so it'll probably last you a good amount of time. The only thing, like I said, is the court feel isn't the best, but to be honest, everything like the bounce and the compression and the impact protection is just so damn good that the court feel being kind of bad isn't a huge deal, All right, moving on to the materials. So here in the forefoot, they're using a knit material. It's kind of thin, and it's pretty damn soft. It feels nice, but there is this like plastic, around the tip of the toe. And that makes the material a little bit stiffer than I would like. And also here on the medial side, we got some fuse for extra added support and durability. Coming here into the midfoot, we got some eyelets. We have a lot of synthetic materials. We got some screen mesh. Yeah, I don't think they should have added all this. I feel like it's a little too much, but the overall material here in the toe box feels nice. For the tongue, they're using a mesh material. It's a very large tongue. And as far as the padding goes, there's a minimal amount of padding, but it feels nice because it's a very large tongue. It goes like all the way up here onto your leg pretty much. And then here in the ankle area, we got some nice Achilles pillows, which helps lock your heel down. So the materials, they're not bad. They don't feel like super minimal, but they also don't feel like very bulky. surprisingly, because like I said, this shoe looks bulky and it looks like it'll be heavy and all that, but it actually doesn't feel that way. So I feel like for 120 bucks, they, like the knit material choice, just not a huge fan of the fuse, but it's okay. It's not that bad here in the AG1s. All right, moving on to the fit. The fit wasn't that good for me, right? So it runs long and it runs kind of roomy here in the toe box as well. So I would suggest going down half a size. But I guess a plus is that, it's very easy to put on. You have a heel tab that comes out very high. The tongue opens up a lot. So ease of putting on the shoe is very good. And I would say this shoe is kind of wide. So if you have a wide foot or you like to have a roomier fit, I would suggest going true to size. But if you have a normal size foot, definitely go down half a size. All right, as far as the support and lockdown goes, this shoe has 0 issues with support and lockdown. It's one of the most supportive shoes. It feels kind of like the Jordan 35. If you want a crazy amount of support, you're gonna get it. Your foot is not moving anywhere inside of the shoe, especially here on lateral containment. So as I mentioned before, we got the quick balance plate. It's coming up here in the forefoot and here in the heel. We have a lot of fused materials. We got this strap thing that kind of acts like an eyelet. We have an internal TPU heel counter. We got the foam coming up. So lateral containment in your foot is contained here into the shoe. As far as lateral stability, it's also very good. Even though you're not super low to the ground, you have, it's not really an outrigger. I guess it kind of is. The outsole and this quick balance plate does protrude out a little bit. So that'll help with lateral stability. So I felt stable and it just feels like a very, very supportive shoe. You know what I'm saying? It's weird because it feels smooth and fluid because the cushion is soft and heel to toe transition is smooth, but then it also feels like very supportive, which I don't think I've ever really felt in a shoe. Well, I guess like the Jordan 35, right? Yeah, it feels pretty similar to the Jordan 35, but it feels a little bit bulkier than the 35 in my opinion. There's a little bit more going on, especially here in like the material area and also with all this caging. All right, moving on to the weight of the shoe. I feel like it's gonna be a little bit heavier than average. Oh, it's actually a lot heavier, 14.39 ounces. Oh my goodness. For some reason, when I was playing this shoe, it didn't feel crazy heavy and crazy bulky. It definitely does feel a little bit bulkier than I would like, especially comparing with like the Curry 8 and like the Puma Clyde All Pros, which feels super minimal and very light on foot. So comparing it to those shoes, which those are my favorite shoes to play in right now, it feels heavy and bulky. But like when you look at it, like I keep saying, it looks heavy and looks bulky, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like supportive yet very smooth and very comfortable on foot. So they did a good job. I feel like blending that, like blending comfort and like fluidity and also support. So they did a good job with the design in making the shoe. All right, moving on to the ventilation. This shoe is quite warm. There's not a whole lot of ventilation that goes through the upper. And like I said, it's a little bit thicker like on your foot, so ventilation isn't the best. It's like a warmer shoe, so just watch out for that. As far as the aesthetics go though, this shoe looks awesome. Like they did a really good job on designing it. As far as like the branding goes though, I feel like they should just get rid of all of that, like the Neo foam and the quick balance, and you gotta name your freaking, like why do you have to name your midfoot shank plate? Like why? Just keep it simple. And I feel like they did a little too much as far as like material choice. They put a lot of materials on the shoe. But like the overall silhouette, this shoe looks awesome, and the colorways that have come out, they look dope as well. So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, surprisingly, I enjoyed this shoe. I'm gonna go ahead and say this though, it's not my type of shoe. It is a little bit heavier than I would like. It is a little bit bulkier than I would like. And to be honest, like I don't need all this support. So if you're a bigger dude and you need a lot of support, you want good cushion and you need really good traction, but also you want the shoe to feel fluid and smooth, this is a really good option. You know what I'm saying? Because like some shoes, they make it for like a center or a bigger dude, and it just feels like way too bulky and way too like unstable and like stiff and boot-like. But as you guys know, Aaron Gordon is a big dude. He's a strong guy too, so he needs a lot of support, and you definitely get that in the shoe. I also feel like guards can play in this. If you don't mind the extra weight and a little bit of extra bulk, the cushion and the support, like I keep saying, that you get from this shoe, and also the comfort and coziness of the materials, it's a great option. But if you're looking for a very light and minimal shoe like the Curry 8, then obviously stay away from this shoe. So yeah, the AG1 definitely came out of nowhere and surprised me. I really enjoyed playing in it. Will it be in my rotation? Like I said, it's not my type of shoe, but I did enjoy playing in it. Again, if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.